Everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. So guys, as you guys can see by the title below, I decided to have a little chat with you guys. Well, not a little chat, but I had decided to have a chat with you guys on something that we talk about, but we don't actually show action towards most of the time. Well, I think this year people are more comfortable with cutting people off, and that is a really good thing. It's a really good step into a territory that we never wanted to step into. You know, having toxic people in your life is not something anyone wants at all. It's not something anyone wants at all. I can literally see my eyelash here and it's pretty annoying. I think I'm gonna have to fix it. Oh, is it fine now? Okay, it's fine. It's annoying, it's heartbreaking, because toxic people can do so much damage to you, and like the damage that toxic people bring into us. You know, I'm talking in the sense of friendships, relationships, family included. Family can be toxic. There are family members that really, you think they like you, they don't really like you. They just have to live with you because we can't choose family. And that is one thing I'm very disappointed in God in. Like, I really wish we could do that. Really wish we could do that. But besides that, friends also, we choose friends that we can see this person, you know, this person's gonna be there for me, this person, you know, is a good person and everything, not knowing that like, you know, to read minds is such, I wish I was that type of person who could read minds, because when a person does you dirty, uvele uhlale ucabanga ukuthi what did I do to this person to do that? Or even if you did something, like, damn, I didn't see it coming. I think that's the worst thing, when you don't see something coming. Let's talk friends. Friends, everyone knows that you have a toxic friend, you have a good friend, you have acquaintances, then you have close friends, then you have the best friends. Best friends are also toxic. There are some best friends that don't want to see you succeed, and if you look in my sense, that's why I got rid of a lot of best friends that I used to have. I had a best friend that, even though we talk, I could see that this person is not really happy for me. She took long to expose the type of person that she was, but eventually when I got something that we both wanted, when I got it, she was not happy about it, and I saw it, and then ever since then our friendship just fell through. It fell straight through. And was I shocked? I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken, because when I saw this girl, I saw my life. I saw somebody who could just hold my life in the palm of her hands. So best friends can, they show that they're happy for you, but they're not really happy for you, and it's really tricky. It's heartbreaking when you break up with the best friend, because they're like, after everything we've been through, after everything I know about you, after everything you know about me, we're just letting go, we're not fixing things. But sometimes it's too much to fix. It's just too much to fix, and the damage is just, you can't replace it, you can't fix it, because I would never look at you in the same way. Would see, are you going to do it to me again or not? Friends can do whatever they want, man. They're just friends. They're not your best friends. They don't owe us anything. I mean, they can be toxic, they can be good friends, they can start off as toxic friends and then change into good friends. They can start off as good friends and then change into toxic friends. I know to a lot of people I seem like the toxic friend, because sometimes I'm emotionally unavailable to attend to you. I sometimes just don't want to hear it. Sometimes when your problems are too much for me, I make a mistake by telling the wrong person, and I've done that quite a number of times, and I apologize. But nevertheless, um, I did it to somebody who I saw was being Ukozi FM Ngendabazami, and I was just like, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. But anyway, friends, they don't need to carry your baggage. Some don't want to carry your baggage. Some just say, let me be close to her because she knows the things that I need to know in order for the other people to know. You know? That's not fun. But yeah, so for the other people to know, I need to be close to her in order to know what she knows. You see? Acquaintances don't always jack shit. We're acquaintances because we're acquaintances. We share the same interests, we share the same likes, whatever. I have, you know, my biggest mistake was calling everyone my friend when I had more acquaintances than friends. I still have very good acquaintances, like that girl and that girl and that one and that one and that one and that one. Yeah, and I love those girls. Now I love those girls. But we're not close friends. But when they need something from me, I give it to them. I help them. When I need something from them, they will help me in any sense they can. And I feel as if that's it. That's where our friendship stops, and we're okay like that. If I need her advice on something that I know only she would know, I would ask her instead of asking my close friend, who I believe as a close friend you're gonna have the right advice to me, but you're just telling me something that you want me to hear so you can go tell everyone else what you want them to hear. You see? So I feel as if with not that I feel as if I truly believe that toxic friends are something that everybody has. You know, umuntu ngeke umbone, like umuntu ngeke umcabangele ukuthi, is this person going to be good to me? Is this person going to be bad to me? It's very hard making friends, especially out of high school. You just look at everyone with the same eyes that you looked at everyone who did you dirty in high school, because you just don't know who to trust anymore. Especially if you had like a breakout with your best friend. They're like, yeah, if this person could do this to me, why the fuck is a no caller IG calling me? Sure. So out of high school, it's more of if I experienced that in high school, I don't know about you guys, because you don't know these people, and that's the thing. It's so scary it was so scary for me to make friends with new people, because I'm just there like, are you like, or you know? So toxic friends, you don't even have to ask them, just cut them. Don't ask them, cut them. Don't beg them, cut. Don't, where to go be serious? No, don't even ask, just cut. So toxic friends, it's something we really can't run away from. You know, I envy girls that go on holidays with their friends. You know, they go out with their friends, they're just living their life with their friends. I envy that, because as much as I want it, I'm so scared to open myself in a friendship circle ever again. Ever. Like, you know, my friendship circle in grade 10 and grade 11, that was a mess. Those girls were a mess. A mess. I love them, but they were a mess. They were a mess. We were all just a mess, because it was that one saying that about who, about where, about ubani Susie, ubani Camille, ubani sama Pirutin, ubani yanzu ukuthi, ubani yanzu ukuthi. But then breaking at sea. You know? So I think from there I became very skeptical about who I now shared my love with, and then I got it wrong again, but then it's fine. So yeah, I'm saying I envy girls with, you know, such strong friendship bonds with a group of friends. Not even a group of friends, the three of them, four of them tops. It's just such a beautiful thing to witness. And it's such a beautiful thing to witness that it's black women empowering each other to do better for each other, not for a male, for them to do it for themselves. And now I'm talking about relationships. Toxic relationships bring you down, bring you down, bring you down. Your self-esteem, your, you know, physically, awufuna ukuvuka ekuseni if it's not work, if it's not school, you just don't want to do anything with yourself because physically you feel attacked, mentally you feel attacked of how you have to take out the effort from you, take out the effort from, you know, other people in order to put it into this relationship. And you don't even realize that it's not only you in this relationship. There's a whole school bus. There's a whole school bus, but kusalayo, there's the one who's sitting in the front seat with a driver, and it's not you. When you go back seat, but then you have to put effort of effort of effort of effort of effort of effort. Every line you have to try and get to this person's heart, but you can't because corner passenger seats already. And you know, toxic relationships, it's, you know that you're in a toxic relationship, but then you just not ready to leave. You're afraid to leave. You are worried when you leave uzoqala ngakuphi, because you have evolved yourself around this person. You have made this person like your second god, that this person now tells you to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and now you're thinking, without this person ngizoqala kuphi, like what am I going to do? Usually when I wake up in the morning, this is the first person I call. Who do I call now in the morning? That's when you have to now understand that you don't have a life anymore. Now you're living for this person, and this person realizes that I have now taken every source of happiness around you. It's only me, so do whatever I want you to do. And in a toxic relationship, it doesn't have to be physical, but emotional and mental abuse is real. It's serious. It's there. It doesn't ask for age. That's the thing. Mental and emotional abuse do not ask for age. You're not supposed to be in a relationship if you're 14 and below. Actually 16 and below. Anyway, but it doesn't ask for age, because anyone can experience a person, what's this word? I can't say this word, guys, by the way. Manipulating you into something that you don't want to do. Anyone can experience a person bringing you down emotionally, but then because you also built your self-esteem on this person or this relationship, you don't know what's right and wrong. You now believe that this person is trying to do right by me when they're not. You can see when somebody is worn out, and the person that you're dating is still the same. It's still the same person. You trying to hide this person cheating from you, you trying to hide this person's dirty details, drains you, because when you do it, or let's say you were found in a compromising situation with somebody else, it's aired out like you done did the dirty in the middle of the street. And now they're like, you're supposed to protect me as a partner, not throw me to the wolves. When I tell you what's going on in Lini, or what's going on in my life, I don't expect you to tell your friends. I don't expect you to tell anybody. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. I don't expect you to tell your friends, because your friends are not my friends. My friends are not your friends. So why are you telling your friends? You want your friends to look at me with pity, or you want your friends to look at me with disgust? People's backgrounds are different. Whatever's happening in Lini is different. So being in a toxic relationship, it wears you out to the point where you now say men are trash. Yes, there are 80% of men that are trash. I'm not saying guys are not trash. I'm also not saying that all of them are trash. 80% of the guys are trash. That's true, and that's facts, and that's on period. But the other 20%, they are the good guys. but not all men are trash. So when you air out who I am to your friends, I feel like you want your friends to pity me, look at me in either disgust, or you don't respect me as your partner. And that's period. Why are you airing out what I share with you privately? That's what best friends also can do. They air out what you have shared with them privately, and they're like, you won't do this to me though? But what did I do to you? You know? But you don't know the people, you don't know persons, you don't know. So toxic family. Family, we can't choose those niggas. We were born one day and we found those niggas there. They could have kidnapped us for all we know, first of all. But gay, we found those niggas there. And those niggas, as you get older, they're like, yeah, ne? Now I understand why Malume Ploma's in the corner and they play aside. Because wow, you guys are a mess. And there's perfect families. And I envy those perfect families. Because, those families that go on vacations, those families, they are perfect families. And there are families that in front of the camera, we go be perfect. In front of people, we perfect. And there's families who would see, asinandaba siserankini, asinandaba ukuthi we in front of people, asinandaba ukuthi we in front of ENCA. I don't like you. I'm glad I don't have that family. But there's also, what I wanted to talk about is the family that is behind the cameras, in front of the cameras, all happy, jolly, everyone's taking pictures, everyone's taking videos, but when everyone goes their separate ways, it's just, finally, damn it, it hurts, because when you hear what that person had said about you, they're like, me? Wow. Okay, but it's family, so you have to pretend like you didn't hear it in the first place. So family can be toxic, relationships can be toxic, friendships can be toxic. Bringing yourself closer to God will break down those toxic people. They eventually move away from you. Instead of you having to get your heart repeatedly broken by certain people, they eventually move away from you because they realize they're not getting what they wanted from you in the first place. And at the beginning of the year, I told myself that I was going to cut off a lot of people because I can say 49% of what happened back then, I deserved it. But then 40% of the time of what happened back then, I deserved it. 60% of the time, I did not deserve it because I didn't know what I did. I didn't know what I did, and that's what I hated, is that when somebody would find something out about, and then they're not gonna tell me, they're just gonna be like, oh, but you said that, oh, but you said that, no, but I heard you said that, you know what, do you know who the bitch is? She's me, and I'm like, next. That's why I was seen with a lot of, different groups, different people, different strokes. And as time went by, November, so I'm like, you know what? All of these folks are kind of the same. And another thing, what I hated was a lot of people never used to confront me about things, or I never used to confront them. Why I never used to confront them is because I always did my own details. I can do it myself. Me, I can do it myself, and I know how. It was always me not confronting a person or a person not confronting me about something, but then acting out on it. The thing is, I would hear something but not act out on it. But when somebody were to hear something about me, they would act up on it, and I'd be like, next. Like, I never explained myself, and that gave a lot of people the misconception it was me who did this, or barely I was involved in that, or barely I did say that. I didn't care. I reached the point in time where I'm like, I don't care anymore, and I hope everyone reaches that point in their life where they just don't care ukuthi abantu bazothini or abantu bakuhleba ngawe. People are supposed to gossip. If they're not gossiping about you, you're not doing it right. You're supposed to turn heads when you walk into a classroom. You're supposed to turn heads when you walk into that corridor. You're supposed to make people say when they see you coming around the corner. And that's how you know you're doing something right. Is that the TikTok sound? I don't know. But that's how you know you're doing something right. And I'm not talking about in the sense of being beautiful. I'm talking about in the sense that abantu they still respect you. Even though they hear that A, B, C, D, they still respect you because they can see that this is not the type of person to do that. No, she doesn't. I feel as if when people see you, they're supposed to be like, but I don't think it's her. Like, look at her. I don't think so. Yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that being in a toxic friendship, relationship, or family, I feel as if in a sense of family you can't do much. You can just pray to God that you don't ever have to succumb to their level. You don't have to ever now turn your back on the people that come rain or heaven, come rain or sun, they have to be there for you, you know? You don't have to succumb to their level. You can just blatantly cut them off, and then of whoever gone our separate ways. I feel as if, especially if you have your life in order, I don't think you need your family members to still be toxic towards you when you can live without them. Friends, you cut them off. They're not important. They're just another phase in your life that you needed to maybe reflect on a few things, reflect on yourself as a person, because I reflected on myself as a person. I realized that there's a lot of cons about my behavior more than pros and cons. Yes, there was more cons about my behavior more than pros, and I worked on my pros and on my cons. And even though I don't have those people in my life anymore, I don't need them to ask them for confirmation that are my cons okay. No, mom, fuck off. So toxic relationship, let that nigga go, let that hun go, let them go. There are 70 billion people in this world. 70 billion people in this world. You cannot be chasing around one nigga who posts you when you make him come. You cannot be chasing around one hun who posts you when you buy her McDonald's. No. We can do so much for ourselves, guys. We can do so much for ourselves. So yeah, I just really felt like I wanted that off my chest because, you know, I was talking to one of my, like, I wouldn't say child, but it's a girl younger than me, and she was asking about how I always used to, in a few of my videos, I pinpointed that I've never had friends. Yes, I've never had friends. Actually, the people that I just put myself. Actually, the people that I called my friends, I was supposed to call my acquaintances. And if I did that at that time, if I had called them acquaintances at that time, I think things would have been a bit different. But because I called them friends, and because we went through what we went through, we got over it with some of them that are matured, and then the rest are just whatever. That's how it is. So yeah, I pinpointed like how I don't really have friends, or I've never experienced friendship, is because every time I had a friendship or I made a friend, there's always a big mistake that I've made that I lose that person. But yeah, you know, it is fine, you know. different strokes for different folks. You can't really force somebody to stay in your life. You can't really force somebody to stay in your life. I lost them in such a dirty way. Like, I lost them to different people. I lost them to rumors. I lost them to lies. I lost them to things that I would never confirm, because I don't have time to confirm. Because as a friend, I firmly believe that if you see something, or you, not if you see something, if you hear something about me, you would come to me in a matured sense and ask me A, B, C, D, E. And if I confirm it, obviously, you know. But if you see that happening, or you hear other people talking, and you know me as your best friend or your close friend, you know that I'm not that type of person. But let me ask her about it. But if you going to believe other people over me, there's literally nothing that I can do. I cannot change your mind. You have made up your mind. That's on that about that. And that's what happened a lot of times. So I consider those toxic friendships, because if you could not back me up as a friend when I'm not there, what do you say about me when I'm not there also? You know, how did the conversation become about me in the first place? You know, so those are that's another factor when considering toxic friends. I'm not saying people are toxic. I'm probably the toxic person in a lot of people's lives, or I was the toxic person in a lot of people's lives. But if you're not gonna ask me about it, how am I supposed to know? Well, you can't come to a person and say, are you toxic? No, you cannot do that. No, you cannot do that. What I'm saying is that when you confirm with somebody, it's more of hey, you know, so this is going around, and I just wanted to ask you, like, do you know anything about it? I hear people saying this about you, and be like, me, nah, me, nah, me, nah, me, nah, me, nah, me, nah, me, nah. I'm kidding, don't do that. But I'm saying, as a friend, you would know that Andile is not that type of person, so I don't understand why she would be involved in such a situation. Best again, my figure gave me. How did the conversation lead to me? There's banting clear, of course, see, but then there's no way you guys would be talking about me being pretty. I mean, I'm kidding, but there's no way you guys would just be talking, would just randomly come up with that conversation, which means obviously been so yeah, guys. Saying is that with toxic friends, relationships, and family, bringing yourself closer to God will be the best thing meant for you. Bringing yourself closer to yourself, for yourself, and only for yourself will be the best thing for you. Doing things for yourself is the best thing you can possibly do for yourself. Not doing things with abantu bazothini. You're not suffering in a relationship because you're scared of what people are gonna say. Not being afraid to express who you really are because you're scared of what people are gonna say. People talk, they're supposed to talk, but they don't pay your bills, man. They don't pay your bills, they don't buy your clothes, they don't buy your data. So what? So what? So what? Why do you care? It's a very hard thing for abantu bamnyama to forget ukuthi abantu bazothini, but then that's how we're supposed to. We're supposed to forget ukuthi abantu bazothini, and that's what's holding us back. That's why we're not making it out of the hood, guys. That's why we're not making it out of the hood. But yeah, bringing yourself closer to God has been me bringing myself closer to God has been a very emotional, very lengthy process, because you know, the closer you get, the more tempted you get into doing something wrong that will push you further away. Like what they say, one step forward, 3 steps back, you know. So do it for yourself. Toxic people will bring you down. It will bring you down, and 3 years, 5 years down the line, you're just gonna look at it and be like, wow, I wasted so much of time on this person, or wow, I wasted so much time dwelling on this, or trying to fix this with this person, or trying to do that, whereas you could be living your life doing something else. So anyway guys, thank you for watching that video. I just felt like taking that off my chest. I know it's not all about toxic people, it's about toxic experiences that I've been through and that I've been mentioned about, but I feel as if talking about such things could help somebody that you don't even know. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to share it with your cousins, your uncles, your side chicks, your side bitches, your side everybody. Thank you guys and bye.